This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. Hello everybody, alongside Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, let's dive right in. What are you looking forward to in this one?
Yeah, just about everything, Kate, but these are two such evenly matched teams. You and I know there's going to be 2, 3, 4 plays in this game that will likely define the outcome. That is the beauty of the NFL each and every weekend. Each and every Thursday and Sunday and Monday night, they come down to a couple plays. Who will they be? What will they be? When will they be? Tune in and watch.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives them the first. Lamar now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That's Jones working the sideline, complete. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Trying the inside handoff to Sanders. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Play fake, Jackson. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got it. And in for the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll throw on 1st. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
These intermediate games, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Pitts brings it in. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Vegas first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness. I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And a great return comes to an end with the tackle. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really...
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Look at Xavier Woods in there to pick it off. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment, because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. This throw is cut. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed a linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
3rd and long for him here. Touchdown! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for them.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Jones reels it in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Very short kick taken at the 19. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Ball at the 33 for first down. Jackson trying again after the pick. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, here's Lamar. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders come up with a turnover and hold strong on 4th down. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Pistol snap to Jackson. Has the connection to Jones. And he gets him around 6 there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Jackson. On the move, headed right. That's to his running back, Miles Sanders. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Sanders running dead ahead. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Offense up to the line fast. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Up and good from Blankenship. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll take this at the 10. And look at this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting at the 10. Returns looking good so far. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing now, off play action. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing it again here. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got it by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here's Jones. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Finds Sanders. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throw for Jackson. Able to find Jones. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him 32 on that play. And it sets up 1st down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got a man left. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Plowing up the middle. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. It's picked up by the defense.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And that is a touchdown. These guys have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Well, Brock, that proved a little too tough to stick to. Turns out it was the right route to get a touchdown on that play.
Yeah, those corner routes can be some high risk at times, but big-time rewards. Think about this for a second, Kate. We talk all the time about the efficiency of a slant route and in breaking, that angle breaking in. Right, higher completion rate, you're throwing something breaking in. You have a corner.
And he's got it in the end zone. The conversion is good. They're back within a single point here in the 4th. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. First down, here's Lamar. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw. Complete out to the right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
I mean, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Handoff here to Sanders. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Sanders, and he's in for the touchdown. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2. Back to throw. He's on the move. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Here he is to throw. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
On the give, it's Sanders. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll run now on 2nd down. And there was no place to go. He blew that run up at the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Fourth down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. He beams one deep right side. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown and knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white